All right, nothing really too exciting going on. I'm just kicking back, waiting for World War III to kick off. Looking over some positions, waiting for a pullback here. So I got trapped, like I said a while back in the last video, on one of the bigger plays, waiting to get that money out. It just turned into a long range play, which is all right. It took a little more dip than I thought. So let's just look at SEI. So I thrown in 1500 the other day, and I also started trading. I had some little USD in here. I started trading for my nephew. It's like $200. So you'll see that in there too. So the SEI, I forget what else I traded into, but I traded from 15 to 17. This is pretty much an all SEI. Then I turned the 15 into the 18. And then with fees, when the fill is like $17.99, that was on the 30th. That was a long buy. It just sold. It was like 13 days. It was a long fucking time. So that brought me up to 2025, and now we have a open with, I guess, about 222 on the sell, and then I had a few bucks in there. So through 225 at it, waiting to get filled on a pullback. There might be something better. And then on my nephew's he's a little guy, so I'm just getting like a little account going for him. Traded over the next 18 years till he goes to college. Let's see. So I had like 70, I don't know. I randomly had something pop up in my account, and it looked like they converted out a BSV token that they had matched a long time ago that they just finally didn't want my wallet anymore. So they gave me like $80 for like a BSV token. And so I threw that into that. It was like 79 bucks into SEI at 63 cents. Had a 72-cent sell. Brought it up to $90.82, which was about a, I don't know, 12% gain, something like that, 15% gain. And then we put back another buy for 80 cents. That sold yesterday at 72. It kept marching on, but I'm not trying to get greedy. I got trapped in the other thing. I mean, the goal here is to go to 100 6% trades, right? So at $1,500, that puts you into about $1 million at 100 trades. If you start at 10,000, it puts you in a little bit earlier. So we're just trading around trying to get 106% trades. Not trying to get crazy and hit home runs here. So let's go back to USD. So we're waiting for his fill, my fill, and then I made $223. It was like 12.3% after fees. So now we're trying to catch something again. What are we looking at? BTC is pretty much rocking socks. It's finally doing its business. Set our watch list real quick, sort that. So honey hit. We ended up not having anything in honey, but I think that was what I said I was going to chase. Down to like 17 cents or something on the last video. But it was too slow. And then SEI was a little faster, but then it broke down. So I got trapped, which again, it's okay. I got the rest of his money in rows. It's like $100. It's not all that crazy, but it's up to like, it'll go from 100 and like $109, like 145 for him. So he'll have about $200, and we'll just keep trading those up, trying to hit 10% wins for him. Because we have a long range. ENJ is finally coming alive. I'm almost going to be able to get out of that with some profit at some point. Be nice. Let's see. What else are we in? An ENJ. Rose on a real small. Oh, DYP. We have a sizable position in DYP because of that partial I talked about. I threw some money in to rescue it, and then it broke down. I think break even is 36 cents there. So I may or may not pull the money out at 36 at break even just to put it in something that's moving a little faster, unless it's ramping up. If it's ramping up, then we'll go for it. Big time. Let's see, big time. Let's go look at big time. AMP. I'm a little underwater on AMP, but I've got it set for 100% gainer. I've been ahead a few times and just never pulled the trigger. It was just something sitting on the side. Big time. Let's go take a look at that. So just on the recap. So there's where it broke down the other day. Pretty much everything broke down. It's kind of where I got stuck at. Wasn't really expecting that. I was expecting a whole lot of, this to kind of do this, and pop up. But unfortunately it didn't. So, it is what it is. That it dwarfs some of our returns and gains, but can't be too greedy. Everything we get's a blessing in the market, so we'll take it. So, looks like I got some fills. I think I got fills at 34. I don't know why it doesn't show them. They're too old, basically. But now I have an open sell at 98 and 119. I'll obviously bring those down. I mean, I'm already in the money on those. It's just want a little more. I'm willing to watch that a little bit more. If we get up in the 60s, I'd probably sell it. It'd be 100% gain around whatever it was. I think I have about $4,000 in there, $5,000. So if it gives me 100% gain, I'm all right with it. What else we got? So let's go look at all markets. Honey is kicking ass today. Let's see. Yeah, honey's doing real good. Let's see where we had pulled our buy from. So we had a limit set at 1781, and it wasn't looking fantastic back in there. It was a little too flat. So what was it? 1718. If you go back and look at the videos, you'll see where I was at. Somewhere in there I would have got filled. I didn't really like the way I was looking. I was kind of worried it would just keep crushing. Maybe pull another one of those. I wasn't trying to get buried in that. So we pulled that order. Let's see. And it would have actually worked out really okay, right? It would have been about a 20-day hold, but you got about 35% back on the money, 40%. Overall, it's still something good. Those are the overall areas that I'm watching for it to go to. If it pulls back to 21 and stabilizes and gets ready to go again, I'll try to ride it from 21 to 31 if I've got open money at the time. What else we got? Lots of stuff looking ready to go. Let's see what's sinking right now. LCX, unfortunately, I've got quite a bit of LCX, so we should go to $1. I'd like to get my money out. I think I have it at 4 or 5 cents though, so we're way up. It's just, I don't know. It's just sitting around. Fox had made some amazing runs. We missed all that. The Zeta was really good too. We missed all that, but it's on pullback. Power's on pullback. In fact, let's just go to USD. I don't want to do the other pairs. Start back over. All right, so Fox on pullback. Probably a good entry soon on Fox. Let's see. Deso. No good. Zeta. Let's hit the new markets real quick. So Honey was on a new market, came off. Zeta still has potential. Down to like 180, I think it was. I don't even know if I even marked this chart up. Probably not. It launched and it looked interesting. I think we're looking at it like 120, something like that. Oh, well, I guess it would have played out really well. Anyways, but like I said, it was experimental, not having to open cash, so we skipped on that. Arrow and Velo, both looked interesting to me, but they never really caught any traction. They're pulling back, so they're really not on my watch list for now. I just peek at them every once in a while, see what they're doing. SEI is always a good runner. You know, always takes a good little break, then pops back up when the volume comes in. It always moves 10, 20, 30%. PLA, XYO on the move. SYN, same thing. It's cooled off for quite a bit. That one might be ready to run. Curious where Matic is at. Where is Matic at? Hopper's on a good pullback. Boy, the volume's garbage though. But when Hopper runs, Hopper really runs. So I'll be looking for volume to come in on that. Same with Bit. Bit's probably cooled off enough. I was looking at Math. I had his money sitting in Math on that little USDC buy for a couple of days, and I moved it over to SEI. Couldn't wait any longer on that. Qui. Oof. My love. And I'm trapped in it. But it's had a beautiful 25% move over the last 10 days or so. Very nice. It had gotten up from 15s up to just under 20. So it was a very, very nice move. And it rewarded a couple more times. Hopefully if it stabilizes over 17, we can get over 2 cents. Once it's over 2 cents, just start grinding. As long as BTC stays good. AVAX coming back to life, and probably everything in the AVAX market, which is like Qui. Qui runs on AVAX. Or on Avalanche. STX was something we sold back at 155 that we had at like 62 cents that we were really proud of, and we've had several chances to hit it, but it's just not a real fast mover, and I don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I should get some more STX. But I have such a bad taste in my mouth. I sat so long in STX to go from like 60 cents up to that $1.55. And that time that I missed, it went from like 140 back down to like $1, and I sat for like 6 more months. It just pissed me off. So now, like, every time I see STX, I have a good and bad feeling about it. I'm like, yeah, I should trade that. Nah, I'm good. I'll find something else. Eventually, I'll probably stop caring and probably trade it again. But just for right now, I want to go on to something more mentally exciting. Super has potential. It's up 7. Undo, same thing, has potential. Let's see, what are we looking for? Looking for math, possibly. Rose, I'm going to sell at 15. Fox. Definitely want to see Fox on the reset. Take a look at Fox real quick. Fox at 6 cents. I'd probably jump into Fox at 6. I mean, overall, like, it's got, I probably should mark this up too while I'm at it, because I'll come back and be like, why is there no markings on this chart? Eh, 21 cents. What's this right here? That's pretty. Oh, yeah. There's the lineups. So, over-unders, pushes, back to here before it really just went sideways is about just under 10 cents. So if it can stabilize over 10, I'd be willing to ride that for lots of it. There's a lot of really good spots on Fox. I swear I marked Fox up last time on another video, but maybe not. Let's look at that peak right there. So 49, just under 50 is probably a really good spot. I'd say is once this finishes just bottoming out, 49 is the mark. So it's like a 500x return if you can catch this low enough. And if you got the time frame and patience, I mean, that's a long time from there to there. And who knows how long that'll take, 6-7 months, one night. It really depends on what's coming in volume-wise. All the way up to $1.20 has potential. All right, let's move that up. Well, I guess $1.13, something like that. And right around 80 cents. I'd say probably 69.70 as well. And that little congestion right there for it fell apart and tried. But the gravity of that was just going to take it down no matter what. So overall, it looks like it's pretty much on track for 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. So about every 10 cents is good. Probably once it gets over 30, it'll probably move in 10-cent increments, but we'll see. So Fox is something we definitely are willing to come back to. It's super low, is what, just under a penny, penny and a half, something like that. So splitting the difference into the middle there too, where all the highs and little peaks were, like right there, right there, right there, right there. 5 cents. So I'm good getting in at 6 cents if I've got some open money at the time, and maybe taking a 6 to 15 cent, ride, something like that. Yeah, all right. So what else we got besides Fox? Go the other way around. So Fox is on pullback. I'd say, man, yeah, probably 50% down from that. Just about 9 cents probably really makes sense. Or it's a safe trade anyway for me. But it would be really long range, man. It could bury the money for forever. Like to keep it in motion. Like to find that 106% trades in the next year. Get to that $1 million. And let's go look at Sheeb. It's too bad. I have a ton of Sheeb and they can't burn rate enough. Project just never seems to quite catch on. It's unfortunate. Link is always a great project. Where did it go? Link, $20. It's looking at 14. Nothing exciting there. Qui, tons and tons and tons of potential. Just 100% going 17 back up to like 33, 34 area will be good. just on the retest. XRP. Man, XRP just cannot get out of its own way. It's insane. Such a potentially token that just can't quite find the right traction ever. Function X. Ghost. SNT time. Pundy X. That's actually a decent project too. Eagle, it's a great project. Math. There we go. Oh, Math's back to 17. Damn. I was going to pick it up at 13 the other day. Shoot. Well, looks like I missed my entry window on that probably. Oh, I would have missed it. Period. Because I was trying to get it at 13. It looks like the low. Looks like the low was 15s. Yeah, I would have not got a fill anyway. The low was 16-ish. Looks like, let's see. Yep, because this was my super safe go zone, and that was my pretty much go zone right in there, that 13, 14 area. It never got down there. It still might, though. If Math comes back down to there, and then volume comes in, I'm good to ride that back to 40. I think that's got a good potential trade. It's got to line up just right, though. Something back burner. If I got nothing else going on and it just happens to line up, that'd be great. I like to have a few back play pockets. A few back pocket plays. Yep. Matic. There we go. So, most slightly... What is that? Anomaly right there. Oh, wow. That's a nice big candle and a nice big overhead check. So we're probably going to $1. Wow, they got a lot of distance out of that candle. Let's see. That was just earlier, too. Yep. They're checking overhead resistance. So probably going to go check 98. But I think I'm in at like 98 cents. So what does it matter? It doesn't even show. But I think I have a 93 buy or a 98 buy, something like that. And that was my mistake. Like I said, I had looked for a simple hold of, yeah, I'm probably in at 98. I looked for a continuation off that line, bounced into like the 119, 120 area, and it broke apart. So that cost me some time and money, obviously. But I don't have a whole lot into it anyway. But I would still like to get my money back out of Matic. So, is there anything else to trade right now? Nope. SEI, we're waiting for a pullback so we can get a fill. And what are we looking at? Looking for an 80... 79.35. So we're looking for right around that congestion area. Just a little below. Potential, but if it comes down there, it'll probably not check and run. It'll probably break back down. I'll probably have to change that buy. And then as far as the USDC for the little guy's account, 80.36, so it's probably too low to get a bump and run fill, so I don't know, that might have to get changed too. But I'm getting ready to go to bed. I got stuff to do in the morning, so I'll either adjust these two buys down to much lower, or I'll see a break in the tape here soon, and I'll be able to make a quick change. But the low was 71, the high was 88. 88 was exactly what we were looking for. We didn't get greedy. We took it off at 83 cents, and I was happy because a few times I've tried to be conservative and still got a little bit short where like 79 cents would check and it broke down. It did that quite a few times, and it trapped me for quite a bit longer than I wanted to. So it came up into like here, like in the 75s, and the other day it came into like the 76s, and then the 77s, and, you know, I really wish I would have been out because I'd have much rather, you know, played all those 5% trades and I pretty much got buried. That was my own fault. But there was a lot of money to be made right there on the 5% checks. It's just when one of those happens and you think you're going to get one of these where it's just a quick pullback and a back and forth, that's unfortunate. You go for a ride. But we got the double bottom play out on that, which is what we were looking for. So we got the one, and we got basically plus 100 from the size. 70 pullback is probably logical, but if it takes all that time again from there to there, oh man, it could just totally sink back off to like 55 and meander around for a while. I hope not. I'm hoping it's just going to come back and check the 70 and go to $1. Get my little 5% in and out. But SEI is one of my safer plays because the volume is almost always up there. I'm not worried about math where it's like, oh, it's $100,000 or, big time where it slipped down to like under $1 million. SEI, for whatever reason, usually has good volume. So there's always good liquidity in it. Not always great motion, but good liquidity anyway. All right, well, that's pretty much it for today. I don't see anything I can really do on SEI right now. Let's look at daily. See the beauty of that. That's a great expansion candle in one day. We were really hoping for that back here much sooner is what we had hoped for, but nope, got the double. And now we've got a triple top, 1, 2, 3. So, that's a little scary. It might overshoot into the $1 and probably reject. I can't imagine it going over 1 and holding on. It feels more like it's probably going to let go from here. So we'll revisit in about 12 hours, see what we think. Thanks for watching.